Addressing the first point, Burrow and the Bengals are elite. They're the real deal, is I think what we saw this weekend. These guys aren't messing around. Even if they get knocked out next round, this season is a win. They were written off as not even a playoff team. They go to the playoffs. They win first round. They win second round. And they're in the AFC Championship. Since the first time since 1988, I believe. That's absurd. What are your guys' thoughts on this?
Yeah, well, you already know here on the Up for Debate podcast, we said that they were Super Bowl sleepers. The AFC was wide open. I know Dalton and Viv, I'm pretty sure you guys both agree with me, but we've been pretty high on the Bengals. I know I thought they're a team that could go all the way potentially this year. I don't know if they are going to. The Chiefs are a good matchup. They beat the Chiefs already once this year, so they might beat them again. I think Burrow could be the next Brady, really, if you think about it. He might be that next guy. Especially with that first game where it was against the Raiders and it was a controversial referee decision with the blown whistle. They stopped playing, they gave him the touchdown, like Brady's Tuck Rule game. So we have like a lot of similarities with Burrow and Brady. I feel like he might be the next Brady. He might be the next Golden Boy to win 5, 6, 7 Super Bowls. So I like the Bengals, and I see them. I think they have a great chance to win the AFC Championship game this weekend.
I completely agree. The only thing I'd be very, very wary of, in terms of like saying, oh, you know what, the Bengals already beat the Chiefs. Like the Bills blew out the Chiefs in the regular season. Like Mahomes threw like 2 picks in that game. Like one of them was a pick 6, and I remember, and Dawson Knox just destroyed the Chiefs. And then the Bills lost. It was a close game if they lost. So I would say that like the worst thing that anyone or that any of us can do as like fans is underestimate a team that's underperformed in the regular season, but performed brilliantly in the playoffs. The people did the same thing about Tampa Bay last year, because like Tampa Bay got swept by New Orleans in the 2020 regular season, but then they destroyed them in the playoffs, beat Green Bay. They had 3 road victories in their path to the Super Bowl, and then destroyed the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. So, so I think it's going to be a great game, but I still think that the Chiefs are going to come out on top. And I think that, I know this sounds like a bit of a generality, but I think that they're going to use a little bit of like, the fire they had from like I'd say like a little bit of like fire that they had from like the regular season, or like the burn from the regular season from losing to the Bengals, to like somehow find motivation to beat the Bengals.
I got a question for you real quick, Viv. Talking about what you just said. Because I agree with you. I think I thought that Joe Burrow and JaMarr Chase would not play as great as they have in this weekend, because they're going up against a team that are veterans. Derrick Henry, Ryan Tannehill, Julio Jones, guys who've been here for a long time, not afraid of the big lights. But Joe Burrow and JaMarr Chase, I think they played really well for being really first-year players, first time in the playoffs. Franchise hasn't made it. Do you think that that's going to play a big role? Like Patrick Mahomes, who's been to 4 straight AFC Championship, do you think that's going to be like the deciding factor of who wins this game? Like experience?
Experience is definitely a big factor. Burrow and Chase's first playoff game, a lot of the defense is really, really young versus this Chiefs team who has been in the playoffs for years now. Even everyone else, like outside of Mahomes, has been in the playoffs during like the Alex Smith days. So I feel that experience is definitely a part of it. However, Burrow, like the way he's been playing, he's playing like a 10-year vet. So I can't really complain.
Yeah, you guys took the words out of my mouth. Like, everything that you guys said about Burrow is true, and especially to harp on that last point that Bib said, Burrow's playing like a 10-year vet.